So let's start looking at a standard CTAS from, this is the validated tool. So we'll start with pediatrics, and we're going to start with a complaint of fever to see how CTAS handles pediatric fever. So this is fever. So if you have a particular rash that takes you down the meningitis pathway, and once you get to something like shock, you're immediately a CTAS 1. Or if you have any circulatory compromise, takes you through altered mental consciousness, takes you through age, and then if you have a temperature or not, and then CTASes you to 2 generally. Now, the other thing is if you don't have a particular rash, it takes you back, it takes you down to an algorithm to see how sick the kid is. So a lot of these end up in CTAS 1 immediately once they're sick. So if you have severe respiratory distress, you immediately go to a CTAS 1, which means a resuscitation. If not, then you go down something similar. So once you go through signs of shock, which is low caps, things like that, hypotension, you're immediately going, or altered mental state, you're going to a level 1 immediately. If you choose something else like a circulatory compromise or a little bit of abnormal cells, goes through mental status, which again is a sign of shock. So altered mental status in a kid, say 3 to 36 months, who has a fever and looks unwell, takes you straight to CTAS 2. Even if they look well, it takes you straight to CTAS 2. If we go back here and say if they're 0 to 3 months, once they're over 38, it takes you to a CTAS 2. So you do notice that any sign of fever with anything that looks abnormal takes you generally in a kid to a CTAS 2. If there is signs of shock, unconsciousness, or or circulatory collapse, then it immediately takes you to a resuscitation, a CTAS level 1. The CTAS tool is a very well validated, derived, and it undergoes rigorous continuous validation by the CTAS group at CAPE. So this is how a fever in a kid would be CTASed according to CTAS rules.